afternoon at Ashton, but all 3 points return with us to Radcliffe. What are your thoughts on the match today?
That's as good as it gets. That, in my opinion, is our best performance of the season. You've got to think of the context behind it, in terms of going down to 10 men for as long as we did, in terms of playing third in the table, in terms of the opposition who've just, I think, scored about 10, 11, 12 in the last 3 home games on the spin this month. So the whole context behind the result makes it what it is. For up until the Scott Duxbury situation, it was a pretty even game, but we looked all right in terms of possession, and obviously it was always going to change from their point of view, being 1-0 down and going down to 10 men. They were always going to commit bodies, and as I said, they were a good side. Let's not get away from that. But to limit third in the table with the amount of goals they've scored recently on here to 30-yard strikes, and they've hit a couple of absolute crackers, by the way. I think it was Alex Byrne in the first half, and was it Mitch Rowe second half? An absolute couple of belters, but from 30 yards and not cut us open, not create a real chance in the game. You know, we can talk as much as we want about how good we are on the ball and how many goals we score, but to defend the way we did, as resolutely as we did, not giving any chances away, unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable.
So we obviously do speak about the attack so often, but that is the first time we've kept back-to-back clean sheets this season in the league. And just how important is it that defence can hold so much pressure for such a large part of the game?
Yeah, it's massively important. Listen, we've said since day one, anything in the against column is on me and Bernard, because of the way we set our teams up, or this team up. We play with 3 defenders and everyone else going attacking. We'll take that. That's on us. Anything that happens in the 4 column and the way we play going forward is on the team. So we have no danger with conceding goals, because it's how we set up. So it shows how well over the last couple of games against 2 teams in the playoffs chasing us, keeping clean sheets, how well we have defended. But that starts from the front. Jordan Hughes' work rate is as good as anything you're going to see from a number 9, and it just lays a real platform for the lads in midfield and Ollie, Rick and Lois and Dux when he's on the pitch, and Matt in goal to build from. So really pleased with them. Showed some really big bollocks today, the lads, every single one of them. Really big balls with the situation, the way it went. Really proud of them.
Obviously, you've joined the club recently, but that's Ollie Thornley's 100th game in a Radcliffe shirt. Just how important is he as well to that defence, just with what he does?
He's a class act. He's a class act, mate. You can see he's been schooled at City up until he was 15, 16-year-old. We've been aware of Ollie anyway, because we played against him numerous times with him at Curzon as a kid, as a teenager. He's now really maturing at 24, 25-year-old. I think he's 25 just turned. He's started to show the player he is. Everyone's always known how good he is on the ball. He's as good as anything I've ever seen at any level on the ball in non-league football. But he's really starting to understand the sensing danger side of things, and being part of such a well-drilled back three, which is essentially down to our defensive coach Steve Ofor. But he takes everything on board. He's a top player, an unbelievable lad to have around the changing room.
Wasn't too much to shout about going forward today, but the chances were made, and when we made them, they were taken quite clinically. And particularly Nicky Adams back in the team and back in the goals. What sort of a boost is that?
Well, what a player to have on to manage the situation. That's what we said to him. You know, with the shape that we had there, down to 10 men, we knew the type of players with the distance covered by Brad Jackson, Judy Ebo and Andy Dudley, that there's all one of them 3 is always going to come off. We thought today at 10 men that it'd be all 3. We had to make that decision with Brad, which was devastating really, because he's been outstanding recently, and it hurts having to make a decision because someone's let us down on the pitch in terms of the sending off. But in terms of performance from them players, you knew they'd get tired. So Nicky coming on, managing that situation, he's as good as you're going to get him, and Luke Joyce in them areas of the pitch. And as I said, we set our team to attack. He knows as soon as he plays that ball into Jordan that it's going to stick. He can go and join him. What a finish! What a brilliant goal! What a well-constructed goal once we won the ball back off him. What a touch from Jordan! What a set! And what an unbelievable finish for a lad that's been out for now 3-4 weeks. 37-year-old and still making runs like that to get in. So it's a huge boost that he got the goal, but even bigger boost the fact that he's back fit.
So obviously, time of year where the fixtures come thick and fast. Next up, Stafford in the league. Any thoughts about that game? Looking ahead?
Yeah, can't wait. Really looking forward to it. Love playing at the Newman on a Tuesday night. Hopefully we get a decent crowd down again, because they've been absolutely unbelievable. That today was, you only have to look at Ashton's crowds and then see what today's was, and you can see, you know, the type of support that we've had there today. So hopefully they come down on Tuesday night again and get behind us. Tough game. You know, it's that proverbial banana skin, but I spoke about it time and time again. There's a fine line between sort of overconfidence and complacency, and we've just got to. All we do is take each game as they come. They'll provide a big test, and if they get anything against us, it'll be well deserved. It won't be because we haven't done the right things. So looking forward to it. Getting back at home and getting back on the pitch. Yeah.